Welcome to AS American English Center. Take your book. We have come here to the page number 180 to 182. Video number 132. It is the direct speech and indirect speech. What I tell you is the exact quotation is called direct speech, and what I quote and you go and tell to somebody, sir said that he would come tomorrow, next day. Say I'll come tomorrow. You go and say, sir told that you would come to the next day. So that is called indirect speech. Say here, requisition. Sheila said to Mary, please share my tea. So what is that? Sheila requested Mary to Mary to share her tea. To share her tea. Is it correct, sir? To share her tea would be correct, isn't it? Okay, now coming here. Sheila said to Mary, please sweep the dormitory. Dormitory is the place where everybody sleep, isn't it? So how do you say? Sheila requested Mary to sweep the dormitory. To sweep the dormitory. John said to Mohan, please take my book. John requested Mohan to take his book. To take his book. John is male, so his book. John said to Mohan, please teach me computer. John requested Mohan to teach him computer. To teach him computer. You got it, sir? Now coming here, direct speech and indirect speech. Indirect speech, if you say, see, the students said, and here indirect speech, students said. Suppose students said to the teacher, means then in indirect speech you have to use the students told the teacher. Connecting word, connecting of direct to indirect word should be that. He said that he would come the next day. Present tense in direct speech changes into past tense. For example, eat changes into ate. Is changes into was. Are changes into where. Right, sir? So future tense changes into can, changes into could, will changes into would in indirect speech, shall changes into should in indirect speech, may changes into might in indirect speech, must, ought to, had to. Right, sir? Past tense changes into, for example, past tense ate changes into what? Past perfect, had eaten. See, wrote changes into written, had written. Past changed into had passed. Bought changes into had bought. Past tense changes into past perfect, or present perfect changes into past perfect. I, if it is a boy, in indirect you say he. If I, in direct speech is a girl, indirect speech it is she, right? For then, suppose if I am a boy, I say, I am a teacher. You go and say, sir told that he was a teacher. I changes into he. Suppose the teacher is a girl or a lady. I am a teacher. So she told that she was a teacher. You changes into, if it is a boy, he. If it is a girl, she. Right, sir? For example, you are a good boy. She goes and says, sir told that he was a good boy. If it is a girl, she was a good boy. So you changes into he and she. My changes into, if it's a boy, his, girl, her. If I am a boy, I am saying my car is the best car. You go and say, sir told that his car was the best car. Suppose if I am a lady teacher, I say my car is the best car. You go and say, sir told, the madam told that her car was the best car. Your changes into boy is, if it is girl, it is her. Her pen is pen. For example, I say your pen is costly pen. You go and say, sir told that his pen, if it is a boy, is a costly pen. If it is a she, it is her pen is the costliest pen. Me, if it is a boy, it changes into him. Me, if it is a girl, it changes into her. I tell, they call me to Delhi. You say, sir told that they called him to Delhi. If it is a girl, her. Next, you changes into boy means him. You girl means her. Okay. I gave you a pen, and you go and she says, sir told that he gave him a pen. If it is a girl, her a pen. Hope you are able to understand. And coming here, she, he, it, they. In indirect speech, same. She, he, it, they. We in indirect speech changes into they. I am telling, we are from Delhi, and you say, sir told that they are from Delhi. So yesterday changes into the previous day. I say, yesterday I went to cinema. You say, sir told that yesterday he had gone to the day before, the previous day he had gone to cinema. Tomorrow, I say tomorrow will be a holiday. You say, sir told that the next day would be a holiday. Now changes into then. I am saying, suppose now it is a good time to invest in shares. You say, sir told that it was good time to invest in shares then. So chapter 3, statements. Present tense into past tense. Present tense changes into past tense. BE verbs. What are the BE verbs? Am is a BE verb, is a BE verb, are is a BE verb, and past tense is was. For are, was and were. For example, Mala said to Kala, I am fine. So how do you say? Mala told Kala. See, said to is there. Since said to is there, so it changes into indirect speech. Told. Mala told Kala. You are adding the connecting word that. I changes into she. Am changes into was. Fine. She was fine. So Mala said to Kala, I am very happy. So what is in indirect speech? Mala told Kala. It has to be told. What is that? She was very happy. She was very happy, right? Told. So I am said to changes into told. Mala said to Kala, it is late. So Mala told Kala that it was late. It was late. It is late changes into it was late. Kala said to Mohan, it is nice to see you again. So Kala told, said to changes into told Mohan, it was that, you have to use that, it was nice to see him again, to see him again. So you changes into him, is changes into was. That is the connecting word. Kala said to Mohan, my native is Tamil Nadu. So Kala told Mohan that her native was Tamil Nadu. So next one. Kala said to Mohan, my notebook is here. So Kala told Mohan that her notebook was, is changes into there. Here changes into there, is changes into was, my changes into her. That is the connecting word, right? Kala said to Mohan, today is the first day of April. So Kala told Mohan that today is changes into that day. That day was the first day of April, right? So Mohan said to Kala, today the bus is late. So Mohan told Kala that that day the bus was late, is changes into was late, right? Next coming here, Mohan said to Kala, you are brilliant. So Mohan told Kala that Mohan said to Kala that she was brilliant. She was brilliant. So that is added, you changes into she was brilliant, right? Have verbs. Have and has changes into had. Mary said to Murali, he has a cold. So Mary told Murali that he had cold. He had cold. So he changes into has, he changes into had, right? Mary told Murali that he had a cold. Now Mary said to Murali, I have a meeting now. So what does it change? Mary told Murali he had a meeting. Anybody? Then. Now changes into then, have changes into E, that, told that. So, Murali said to Mary, I have this homework exercise to do. So, Murali told to Mary, he had that you have to add, he had that homework exercise to do. Murali said to Mary, I have to wash my clothes. How does it change? Murali told Mary that he had to wash his clothes. His clothes. My clothes changes into his clothes. Have changes into had. I changes into he. That is added. Able to understand, sir? Are you clear? Do and does changes into did. See, Ayan said to Suresh, I don't have patience to tell you. So, how does it change? And said, instead of said, you are using told. Suresh, that is added. Instead of I, she is added. Do not changes into did not have patience to tell. You changes into him, right? Suresh said to Murali, I don't know this place. So, Suresh told Murali that I changes into he did not know. He did not know that place. This place changes into that place. This place changes into that place. Next, coming here, and Suresh said to Murali, I don't know. So, Suresh told to Murali that he did not know. I do not know. He did not changes. He. I do not know changes into he did not know. You got it, sir? Next, Anne said to Suresh, she doesn't study. So, Anne told to Suresh that she did not study. Doesn't changes into did not, she changes into she. Right, sir? Now, present tense into past tense. Studies changes into studied. Somu said to Mohan, Alai studies very well. Somu told Mohan that Alai studies changed into studied very well. So, Somu said to Mohan, my father calls me on Fridays. My father calls me on Fridays. So, Somu told Mohan that his father, my father changes into his father, called him, call changes into called, me changes into him on Fridays, right, sir? Okay. Suresh said to Murali, I like my mother. So, Suresh told Murali that he liked his mother. So, my changes into his, like changes into liked, I changes into he. Somu said to Mohan, I live in Chennai. So, Somu told that he lived, I live changes into he lived in Chennai, right? Next up, Somu said to Mohan, I pour water to the plants. So, Somu told to Mohan that he poured, I pour changes into he poured water to the plants, right, sir? To the plants. Anu said to Suresh, I pray to God. So, Anu said to Suresh, Anu told Suresh that she, I changes into she prayed to God, right, sir? Now, Somu said to Mohan, so Somu told Mohan, I speak a lot with John. He spoke. I speak changes into he spoke a lot with John, right? Okay. Now, coming here, Suresh said to Murali, I want a pen. So, Suresh told Murali that I want a pen, that he wanted a pen. I want a pen changes into he wanted a pen, and said to Suresh, my pen writes well. So, and told to Suresh, else that you are adding is Anu. So, her pen wrote well, right changes into wrote. And said to Suresh, the meeting begins at 6 p.m. So, and told Suresh that The meeting begins changes into began. Began at 6 p.m. Hope you are able to understand, sir. So present tense changes into past tense, has changes into had, have changes into had, am is are changes into was and where. Hope you are able to understand. Okay, thank you very much. நண்பர்களே, எங்கள் ஏஸ் அமெரிக்கன் புக்கை எடுத்துக்கொள்ளுங்கள். இப்பொழுது இந்த வீடியோ ப்ளீஸ் கம் ஃபார்வர்ட். இந்த வீடியோ பேஜ் நம்பர் 182 வீடியோ 132 இங்கே நேர்கூற்று அயற்கூற்று. நேரடியாக உங்களிடம் நான் பேசுவது நேர்கூற்று. நான் பேசுவதை நீங்கள் மற்றவர்களிடம் சொல்லுவது அயற்கூற்று. இங்கே தயவு செய்து என்று கேட்கிறோம். ஷீலா செட் டு மேரி. ஷீலா மேரியிடம் சொல்கிறாள், ப்ளீஸ் ஷேர் மை டீ, என்னுடைய இந்த டீயை நீயும் சேர்ந்து பருகு என்று சொல்கிறார். ஆக என்ன ஆன்சர் வரணும்? ஷீலா ரிக்வெஸ்டட் மேரி டு ஷேர் என்று போட வேண்டும். டு ஷேர் ஹர் டீ. ஆக டு ஷேர்னு போட்டணும். மைங்கிறது ஹர், இந்த ப்ளீஸுங்கிறது ரிக்வெஸ்டட் என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஷீலா செட் டு மேரி ப்ளீஸ் ஸ்வீப் த டாமெட்ரி. ஆக ஷீலா ரிக்வெஸ்டட் மேரி டு ஸ்வீப். டு ஸ்வீப்னு மாறிடணும். த டாமெட்ரி என்று வருகிறது. ஜான் செட் டு மோகன் ப்ளீஸ் டேக் மை புக். ஜான் ரிக்வெஸ்டட் மோகன், ரிக்வெஸ்டன் போட்டணும். மோகன் என்ன? டு டேக் மை புக். டு டேக் என்று வருகிறது. ஆன்சர் வந்து டு டேக். அப்புறம் ஜான் செட் டு மோகன் ப்ளீஸ் டீச் மீ கம்ப்யூட்டர். ஜான் ரிக்வெஸ்டட் மோகன் டு டீச் ஹிம் கம்ப்யூட்டர். டு டீச்னு வரணும். டு டீச் ஹிம் கம்ப்யூட்டர். ரைட்டுங்களா? அப்போ இந்த அடைப்பு குறியில் இருக்கிறது அவர் என்ன பேசினாரோ அதை மற்றவர்களிடம் போய் சொல்லுகிற பொழுது அயற்கூற்று என்று மாறுகிறது. நேர்கூற்றுல செட் என்றால் அயற்கூற்றுல செட்டு. நேர்கூற்றுல செட்டுனா அயற்கூற்றுல டோல்டு. நேர்கூற்றுலையோ அயற்கூற்று இணைக்கக்கூடியது தேட், அதாகப்பட்டது. பிரசன்ட் டென்ஸ் ஈட்டு இஸ் ஆறு. பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ்ல ஏட்டு வாசு வேறுன்னு மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஃபியூச்சர் டென்ஸ் கேனு குட்டாக மாறிவிடுகிறது. வில்லு உட்டாக மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஷேல் ஷுட்டாக மாறிவிடுகிறது. மே மைட்டாக மாறிவிடுகிறது. மஸ்ட் ஆட் டு ஹேட் டு. இங்கே பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ் ஏட் என்பது ஹேடு பாஸ்ட் பார்ட்டிசிபிள் ஹேட் ரிட்டன் ஹேட் பாஸ்ட் ஹேட் பாட் என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஆக ஹேட் ஈட்டன் என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஐ என்பது நான் என்பது அது பையனாக இருந்தால் ஹீயாக மாறிவிடுகிறது அயற்கூற்றுல. பெண்ணாக இருந்தால் ஷீ என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது அயற்கூற்றுல. யூ என்பது பையனாக இருந்தால் ஈ என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது அயற்கூற்றுல. பெண்ணாக இருந்தால் ஷீ என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. மை பாயாக இருந்தால் இஸ் என்று இருக்கிறது. பெண்ணாக இருந்தால் கேர்ள் என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. யுவர் பாய் என்றால் இஸ், பெண் என்றால் ஹர். யோ பெண்ணா இஸ் பெண்ணு, பெண்ணாக இருந்தால் ஹர் பெண்ணு. மீ என்பது பையனாக இருந்தால் ஹிம், பெண்ணாக இருந்தால் ஹர் என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. யூ பையனாக இருந்தால் ஹிம், பெண்ணாக இருந்தால் ஹாராக மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஷீ ஹீ இட் தே என்னவாக மாறிவிடுகிறது? ஷீ ஹீ இட் தே. வி நாம் என்பது தே ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது அயற்கூற்றுல. எஸ்டர்டே நேற்று என்பது த ப்ரீவியஸ் டே என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது அயற்கூற்றுல. டுமாரோ என்பது நெக்ஸ்ட் டே அடுத்த நாள் என்று அயற்கூற்றிலே மாறிவிடுகிறது. நவ் இப்படி என்பது தென் அப்பொழுது. நவ் இப்பொழுது என்பது அப்பொழுது என்று அயற்கூற்றிலே மாறிவிடுகிறது. சாப்டர் 3 ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்ஸ் பிரசன்ட் டென்ஸ் இன்டு பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ். அப்ப பிஇ வெர்ப்ஸ் என்றால் ஆம் இஸ் ஆர். வாசு இறந்த காலம், ஆறு வாசு வேறு. இங்க மாலா செட் டு கலா, கலா ஐ எம் ஃபைன். இது அயற்கூற்றில் எப்படி மாறணும்னா செட் டு என்று வருகிற பொழுது இந்த டோல்டு என்று மாற்றிவிட வேண்டும். மாலா டோல்டு கலா. மாலா கூறினால் கலாவிடம். ரெண்டு இணைக்கக்கூடியது தட், அதாகப்பட்டது. ஐ எம் ஃபைன். மாலா பெண்ணாக இருக்கிறதுனால ஐ எம் என்று ஐ எம் ஃபைன் நான் நன்றாக இருக்கிறேன் என்பது. மாலா கூறினால் கலாவிடம், அதாகப்பட்டது அவள் நன்றாக இருந்தாள் என்று. she was fine என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. மாலா செட் டு கலா ஐ எம் வெரி ஹாப்பி. அயற்கூற்றில் என்ன ஆகிறது? மாலா told கலா that she was very happy. மாலா செட் டு கலா இட் இஸ் லேட். அது அப்போ அயற்கூற்றில் என்னவாக மாறிவிடுகிறது? மாலா told கலா that it was late. it is lateங்கிறது it was late. அடுத்து கலா செட் டு மோகன் it is nice to see you again. இது அயற்கூற்றில் என்னவாக மாறிவிடுகிறது? கலா told மோகன் that it was nice to see him again. அடுத்து கலா செட் டு மோகன் my native is Tamil Nadu. அயற்கூற்றில் என்னவாக மாறிவிடுகிறது? கலா told மோகன் that her native was Tamil Nadu. கலா செட் டு மோகன் my notebook is here. அயற்கூற்றில் கலா told மோகன் that her notebook was here என்பது there ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. கலா செட் டு மோகன் today is the first day of April. கொஞ்சம் தள்ளி நிழல் விழுகிறது. So Kala told Mohan that day was the first day of the April. Mohan said to Kala, Mohan கலாவிடம் சொல்கிறார், today the bus is late. ஆக Mohan told Kala that day the bus was late. அந்த நாள் பஸ் லேட்டாக வந்தது. Mohan said to Kala, you are brilliant. Mohan told Kala that she was brilliant. You are brilliant என்பது she was brilliant ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. have has had ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. Mary said to Murali, he has a cold. Mary முரளியிடம் என்ன சொல்கிறாள்? எனக்கு சளி பிடித்திருக்கிறது. Mary told Murali that he had a cold. அவனுக்கு சளி பிடித்திருக்கிறது என்று. அடுத்தது Mary said to Murali, I have a meeting now. இது Mary told Murali that he had a meeting then. now என்பது then ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. have என்பது had ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. Murali said to Mary, I have this homework exercise to do. எனக்கு இந்த வீட்டு பாட வேலை செய்ய வேண்டியதாக இருக்கிறது. Murali told Mary that he had this homework ங்கிறது that homework exercise to do என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. ஆக Murali said to Mary, முரளி மேரியிடம் சொல்கிறார், என்ன சொல்கிறார்? I have to wash my clothes. நான் என் துணிகளை துவைக்க வேண்டும். Murali told Mary that he had to wash his clothes. My clothes என்பது his clothes ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. I என்பது he ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. have என்பது had ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. do does did ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. and said to Suresh, and சுரேஷிடம் கூறினால், I don't have patience to tell you. எனக்கு உன்னிடம் சொல்வதற்கு பொறுமை இல்லை. so and told என்று மாறிவிடுக வேண்டும். said to told Suresh இணைக்கக்கூடிய வார்த்தை that I do not haveங்கிறது பெண்ணாக இருக்கிற காரணத்தினால and she did not have patience to tell you என்பது himமாக மாறிவிடுகிறது. அடுத்து Suresh said to Murali, I don't know this place. Suresh told Murali that he did not know that place. ஆக I do not know this placeங்கிறது he did not know this placeங்கிறது that place ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. Suresh said to Murali, I don't know. Suresh told Murali that he did not know. I do not knowங்கிறது he did not know. And said to Suresh, she doesn't study. And told Suresh that she did not study. So present tense into past tense. Studies என்பது studied ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. Somu said to Mohan, Alai studies well. Somu told Mohan that போட்டணும். Alai studiesங்கிறது Alai studied well, very well. present tense past tense ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. Somu said to Mohan, my father calls me on Friday. என்னுடைய தந்தையார் என்னை ஒவ்வொரு வெள்ளிக்கிழமையும் அழைக்கிறார். Somu told Mohan that my fatherங்கிறது his father, calls என்பது called, me என்பது him, on Fridays என்று மாற்றிவிட வேண்டும். Suresh said to Murali, I like my mother. Suresh told Murali that he liked his mother. அவனுடைய அன்னையாரை அவனுக்கு பிடிக்குமாமா. Somu said to Mohan, I live in Chennai. Somu told Mohan that he lived in Chennai. I live in Chennaiங்கிறது he lived in Chennai. Somu said to Mohan, I pour water to the plants. Somu மோகனிடம் சொன்னார், நான் செடிகளுக்கு தண்ணீர் ஊற்றினேன். Somu told Mohan that he poured water. I pourங்கிறது he poured ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. And said to Suresh, I prayed to God. And told Suresh that she prayed to God. So Somu said to Mohan, I speak a lot with John. Somu told Mohan that he என்பது spoke a lot with John என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. Suresh said to Murali, I want a pen. Suresh told Murali that he wanted a pen என்று மாறிவிடுகிறது. And said to Suresh, my pen writes well. And told Suresh that her pen wrote well. And said to Suresh, the meeting begins at 6 p.m. And told Suresh that the meeting began at 6 p.m. So நிகழ்காலம் இறந்த காலமாக மாறிவிடுகிறது. So present tense past tense ஆக மாறிவிடுகிறது. said கூட told ஆக மாறுகிறது. said to told. connecting word that யூஸ் பண்ற. requisition please னு போட்டா request போட வேண்டும். direct and indirect ரொம்ப ரொம்ப முக்கியம். அதுதான் காலையிலிருந்து நைட் வரைக்கும் பேசிக் கொண்டிருக்கிறாய். hope you are able to understand. Are you clear? Thank you very much.